Hey, what's going on, people? Picked up some ice cream from the store. I thought I purchased the cookie dough, but I got the wrong kind, but it's all right. I just had a taste for some cookie dough because when you get the cookie dough, it's like you taste the cookie dough and the little chocolate chips. But with cookies and cream, it's actually called Hydrox. Um, whatever you want to call it is known as. It's just a lot more sweeter than cookie dough, but it doesn't matter. I'm about to do Bible study in a second, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm watching this. I am sort of listening to the Keefe D trial as I do Bible study now. Sorry, it's good to just have something to play as I study, so I can just stay focused. So here's the thing, guys. I don't think that Keefe D is non-intelligent. I'm not trying to say the I word, but I don't think he's non-intelligent. I don't think he's a fool. There's a better word. That's a more euphemistic way of saying non-intelligent. I don't think he's a fool. I don't think he's the opposite of smart. The reason why is because here's the thing. This is what I believe about Keefe D. I'm watching the trial. First thing, I think this should be a perfect example that there is no future in being a low-life gangbanger because it only results in prison or the grave, or you're going to be on the stand testifying. All these guys that are taking the stand were like part of that. They were in that life, and like, just look at them. They're not even. Some of them can be like my own father, and they just look so broke down. But I was just telling myself, all the snitching that's going on, and I don't have nothing against snitching, but all the snitching going on, there is really no loyalty in being a lowlife. But this is what I believe why he said he was the one that did it. First, I think I watched about 2 interviews by him over the years. I remember it was 2 years ago when I worked in Irving Beach. I was just playing his interviews at work just to pass time, and I don't believe he is the shooter. I don't think he is and I'll explain why in a minute. But I don't think he is the shooter. I think his nephew did it because why would you shoot somebody that didn't put hands on you? I mean, the person that would want the most retribution is the person that was attacked. I don't see him being the trigger man. But the reason why I don't think he did it, that's the reason why I don't think he did it. I don't think he would shoot somebody that didn't put hands on him. Like, his nephew was most likely the one that did it. Like, if somebody did something, it's like this. If somebody did something to my mother, and it was like a woman, I don't know, like, if somebody did something to my mother, anybody, yeah, I would want revenge back. But I feel like she would be the one, if my mom was like a gangster, she would be the one that would put the work in, not me, because I'm not the one that was attacked. Now, the whole thing about Keefe D, this is what I think, and maybe I have the times wrong, but there are interviews on here where we're in the age of the internet. There are interviews on here where people have admitted to murders, right? And they have exchanged, they have given information to police for immunity, for to remain, free. You have, I think it was Sammy the Bull. There was a hitman in Detroit that killed like 30 people. Alpo, he killed like 14 people. Now he went to prison for that and he got like 30, 34, 35 years. But he admitted to the killing of his friend Rich Porter, and he never got charged for that. That was the most controversial one. Like, he killed his friend, but he never got charged for that murder. And most famous, and another one is the Emmett Till accuser. They said that she lied about him whistling at her, and that cost him his life. And people were like, they were calling for her to face charges, and she never did go to jail, but she wound up dying like almost like 3 years ago, like 2, maybe 4 years ago, whatever. So I think he thought that, because I never really got through the whole interrogation video, because it's just, the audio is just so poor. I can't really bear hearing, like, trying to listen to it. But I felt like he thought he was protected by giving information. Like, I always thought that he told on his nephew. And I think maybe if he said at any time that he was the killer, I think he just said that to gain more interviews and boost up his name, because that's really he was doing at the time to generate money, was interviews and podcasts. So what's a better way to get more money for interviews? To tell people that you're a killer, you're the one that killed the most renowned rapper in the world. So I don't think he actually did it, but he did say that he was in the car, and he handed the gun to his nephew. So that makes you an accessory. But then again, he said that he wasn't there. So honestly, I don't think he did it. I just think that he was trying to find a way to make money, which is interviews. Because, like, if you got a problem with Keefe D, you should have a problem with the people I just named. Even though some of them are dead, you do have people on here that have taken lives, and they make a living off of telling their story. So, like I said, I don't really know how proffer agreements really work. I'm not gonna pretend like I do, but I probably would have thought the same thing. I would have thought that, yeah, I'm protected, I have immunity, but I wouldn't understand just for that day, like, whatever was said in that interrogation room can't be used against me. Well, if you would have explained to me, good enough, I would have gotten an understanding of it at some point. But I don't think he is the killer. I think his nephew is. And this is another reason why I say don't let one action ruin your whole life. Like, do what you can to walk away from situations, because it's no reason like okay, so what was it, Tupac, right? Yeah, Tupac put hands on Orlando Anderson first. Now, what I would have done, I would have been pretty mad, pretty heated, but I'll do what I can to just get out of my feelings and just remind myself it's not worth my life. Like, nobody walked away a winner in that whole situation. Everybody in that situation is either dead or in jail. Tupac, Suge Knight, The Crips are in jail, and the Bloods, they're mostly either broken down or they're incarcerated or dead. I think the only person that walked away a winner in all of this is maybe Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Those are like the last two remaining people, like, from Death Row that are actually doing something other than music, and they're able to generate money. So, yeah, I don't think Keefe D is the actual trigger man.